Here we've got a 5-10. Push through the centre. Playing 1566. Let's develop the knight. Might have to jump out if the fence guys are coming again. Let's support the pawn. Let's get the knight out, attacking the pawn. Not that we would take if it was left there. I'd losing tempo and stuff, so we're going to try and castle. Let's castle. Okay, they've captured there pretty quickly. Let's keep it simple. We're looking to target, oops, this pawn. Bring the bishop here, supporting the pawn. What's our attack potential, if anything? Okay, so they're moving this knight quite a bit. It's getting a little bit busy. This bishop is probably going to be under threat. We take, he takes, advances his pawn down. We bring the rook across. All seems pretty straightforward. Don't have to take, we can leave it there, but he is around our king area. So their queen will be looking to come here to attack here if we don't take. So we will take. And just bring the rook here opposite their rook. So it looks like we'll be fianchettoing the bishop. Bringing it back here if we get that time. Obviously this pawn is going to disrupt. So the queen's coming down attacking the free pawn here. So I'm going to just bring the queen up. It's the only one that can defend. Could have pushed the pawn up, but this pawn at the minute is doing a nice job stopping the knight from jumping in. Also they attack in, they want to get the bishop out, so I can expect the bishop to come here. All pretty standard stuff. Can move the knight, or we can move the bishop, doubling the pawns, puts a check on our king situation. Gonna hit the bishop, see what it's wanting to do. Obviously it's going to keep the knight. Oh, it's actually captured. Didn't really expect that. So I'm hoping that may have given us a slight advantage then. If their bishop had gone back here, I don't think we were going to chase it. The en passant situation. We're owning the file currently with the rook. And they're now supporting this pawn. So the bishop can take, queen takes. Then we take the pawn here, they take our pawn here. Take this pawn here on the rook. Anything different, better? Elevate the rook. Get the queen behind, looking for a back ranker. I'm going to elevate the rook. Got two pieces on this pawn. At the same time, we can bring the queen here, looking for the back rank. Keep stuff. It's supporting the pawn, so I'm going to continue with. It's not back rank anymore because the king's got a bit of luft. Got a bit of space to move. Okay, so we could put a check on the king. Still get another check on the king. Queen's here, comes down. We won't get any more checks after that one. Queen's coming down, looking for the pawn. Not really. He could have come all the way down here to put a check on the king. So is he supporting the knight doing something? Check. Rook takes, queen takes with a check. King's on a white square. Definitely can't come back and do anything else. So this pawn will be going. Queen would have to come back again, supporting the pawn. Then the knight can jump here. Ah, the knight can jump here with a 2-on-1 on the pawn. That's probably their plan. We may as well bring this rook here and attack the queen, because that's their plan. Getting the knight to here or here, attacking the pawn. I mean, they probably still can do it with the knight. We'd have to move the queen. They're still going to have the 2-on-1. It's just that the rook can take, but then the queen takes the rook. That's why I'm saying they can still do it. Could go either way. Could come this side because he's more kind of guaranteed this pawn. The queen's doing that. I think we were in trouble there. We might still be in trouble because he's getting the pawn on the bottom. So we could attack the queen, but he's just taking the pawn anyway. We are up, well, sorry, we're minus a pawn, so we're going to be minus 2 pawns. Is there any way of getting to their king now? I think we'll move the king and see if we can start maybe looking to put some lean on their king. Oh, he's not interested in any of that. He was always coming to this spot, wasn't he? I think he probably just realised he could do that. So we lose the bishop after all. I was thinking of getting the bishop here, putting a lean on the king. He might not even take the bishop, he might just take... No, he won't take that because the rook's there. Move the queen. Alright, so they're urgently grabbing up pawns now. We could take with the pawn or take with the queen. Probably take with the... Doubles the pawns. It is endgame stuff now. I'm going to take with the queen. We do have a pawn here with the rook. If the queen takes, we can take. Queen's come back, it's not taking the pawn. Going defending their pawn. We are down a pawn, so they're looking now endgame. Just going for trades, probably. King is on a white square, it's looking to push down. If we move the queen, it's just going to push down. Could hit their pawn. Takes. Let's hit the queen again. It's just going to go around for the pawn. Let's just hit the queen again. Bring the queen in here. No clear way in. It's protecting this pawn now that all of the pawn can protect. Anything fancy? Could bring the queen here, looking to just get the rook off the board in a sense. Move the queen here. I think they will move the king though. Probably get the rook here and attack the pawn, or one of the pawns. So where's their advantage? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the extra pawn they've got is actually a doubled pawn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it might be a saving grace. but they have got some advanced pawns here at the minute. When they've got double pawns, you might as well class them as having one pawn until obviously later in the game when the power of that doubleness does tell. But for now I'm treating it like it's equal. I think he'll get tired and just move the king. He's not moved the king, so he's looking for the trade because he is plus, so we'll just go with that. Just take with the check. There's no more harassment apart from bringing the queen here and attacking the pawn. His queen can come here and attack our pawn. Let's just come here and see if we can get some material. We're attacking this pawn and this pawn. He can come here for an exchange. Does double their pawns. Ah, okay. In essence, he has to take and the king takes anyway. So we could take a pawn, take this one. Takes, king takes. Not too sure I'm a fan of doing this because I can come around the back and then swish across here and then get a checkmate. Do we take the pawn? I think we take this one. In fact, we could take this one. So the logic behind that is that I'm taking here. If he takes, then the queen takes. But then his queen just comes around here and snaps up these pawns. Could still do that anyway with the queen. Let's take this pawn. It's further up the board than the others. We're expecting a take. King takes. Oh, that was going to hurt. Oh, he's getting the same situation we didn't want. We push up. Oops, excuse me. We push up. He shoots down the back. Shoots down the back. We're not going to have time. We're going to have to put checks on his king. I think that's the only way. So we're going to put a check on his queen. Queen comes shooting down here looking for this position. This position. He's not doing that just yet. He's protecting his king now. And the pawn. So we can take another pawn. We're not really the greedy munching type, but at the same time we are in endgame. He's still going to come round the back. Can we not get this pawn? If we come here, then we're attacking this pawn and also attacking this pawn. Queen is defending this pawn, so it might be a bit of a waste. What are they doing? Let's take another pawn. Not wanting any more pawns taking. We come back, or if we come across, or if we start pushing pawns. Queen's too far on the other side, so I'm going to really wanting to stay around here, but he's just going to fly around the back and get the pawn. Okay, let's make it look like we're attacking the pawn. Conscious his queen's shooting here. Oh, in fact, coming around the back like we said for the deadly move. Coming here and getting the check. Yeah, oh, he's close to it. He's defending the pawn now, but he has the shifty maneuver of coming across and around. Are we going to be fast enough to actually come here or go up and attack the pawn before? If he go up, he drops down. We take, yeah, but then his pawn comes simply to. Let's go up, attacking the pawn, deadly pawn. We might have to let these pawns go, but he does have a passer here. So maybe he's going to get. He's going to get 2 pawns. drops to be annoying. Take drops trying to go for it. We take, I don't think he'll do that, but yeah, he's still near the pawns anyway. We take this pawn, he takes one of them, probably the linked pawn, so he'll take this one. Our queen is protecting this pawn. They're not doing any of that, so we could take the pawn, not this one. I'm going to take the pawn. Time's running out. Well, it's 10-second increments, so we should be able to pull it out if we need to. It's got a single pawn against quite a lot of pawns here, so we could... Ooh, not really. If we go here, thinking we're clever, he just comes and puts a check on us. So if we move the king to support the pawn, it's getting very tense now. Somehow we've got all these majority pawns here. We were down a pawn. Now we're +2. It's coming for the... Ooh, it's coming from a pawn. The queen can defend. But playing defense nanny is not really the thing, is it? I'm going to put checks on my king. A check on my king. I'm going to go back. Do we just push the pawn? And then he starts ramping, take. Yep, okay, so we can actually go there, but we lose the pawn. So I'm going to push the pawn. Delicate operation. The king is getting into the game, but we get to get the queen off the board. Thank you. Oh, we get the queen for free. Oh, they're panicked. Oh, they're panicked. They're going to resign now.